Hello, welcome to my class. I am Pamela Jasmine. Today I am going to teach a poem, a work of artifice written by Marge Piery. This poem describes a bonsai tree. Bonsai is a Japanese gardening technique which does not allow a tree to grow to its potential size, but confined in a pot and regularly whittles and prunes so that it cannot grow to its original size. The bonsai tree is a metaphor for a woman who has great potential but confined at home in a patriarchal or a male-dominating family. Let's discuss the poem. The bonsai tree in the attractive pot could have grown 80 feet tall on the side of a mountain till split by lightning. But a gardener carefully pruned it. It is 9 inches high. Here the poet describes a bonsai tree which is kept in an attractive pot. But if it is allowed to grow in its natural habitat, like a mountainside or somewhere like that, it could have grown to 80 feet tall till it is split by lightning or any natural disaster. But a gardener prunes and whittles it daily and allows it to grow to a height of only 9 inches. Every day the gardener prunes or whittles the branches. That means he cuts the branches short. While he does so, he croons. Croons means he sings softly. And he tells the tree that your nature, it is your nature to be small and cozy, domestic and weak. How lucky little tree to have a pot to grow in. When the gardener cuts the tree or cuts the branches short and then he croons or then he sings and he tells the tree that it is your nature, that you are by nature you are very weak and then you should be at home. That means to be small and cozy. It is your nature to be small and cozy, domestic and weak. You should be domesticated. You should be at home because you are weak. And how lucky little tree to have a pot to grow in. And the gardener tells that you are so lucky that you got a little pot to grow in. Here the male characters always dominates and they tell the females that you are so lucky and you got a very comfortable house to live. With living creatures, one must begin very early to dwarf their growth, the bound feet, the crippled brain. Here the gardener says that with living creatures, it should start in a very early stage. That their feet should be bound and their brain should be crippled. That means in Japan they considered that very small feet is very beautiful, so that they would bound a female's feet when they are very small, and their brain should be crippled. They are not allowed to think in their own way. That means they are brainwashed and their hair is curled in an artificial way, and here in an artificial manner they are beautified. It is for the satisfaction of males. The hands you love to touch. Here the speaker shifts the narrative from third person to second person by using you, and the speaker rebukes the reader as well as the gardener for damaging the things or the persons you love. And here the bonsai tree represents the women, and women's ability or the potential is damaged by dominating or by controlling them and restricting their freedom. So the speaker rebukes. Theme. The main theme of this poem is suppression of women in patriarchal families. That means in male-dominating families. The gardener represents all men. The gardener prunes and whittles the bonsai tree. Like that, men always control women and make them believe that their nature is very weak and they should be protected. In that way, women are deceived. Men make them believe that they are weak and they are very lucky to have a home and they are protected by men. But actually, men want to restrict the potential of women. Metaphor. A bonsai tree is a metaphor for women who face inequality, discrimination and suppression in the society. The gardener stands for men who prunes and whittles the bonsai tree, and it is confined in a pot and allowed to grow only 9 inches tall. Same way, and if it is allowed to grow in a natural habitat, it could have grown to 80 feet tall till it is split by lightning. So here the poet says that if a woman is allowed to grow without any restriction, she could have grown and showed her potential. But here her growth is manipulated by men. Irony. Irony is an expression whose intended meaning is different from the literal meaning. Here the poet expresses irony that the tree could have grown 80 feet tall on the side of a mountain. At the same time, it is written that how lucky a little tree to have a pot to grow in. This is irony. And it is also sarcastic. Personification. Personification is a figure of speech in which abstract ideas or things are given personality, human personality. Here the tree is represented as to have a brain, hair, feet, etc. So here we can see personification. Symbolism. Here the gardener symbolizes men and the bonsai tree represents women who are subjugated. So proper symbolism. Bonsai tree is symbolic of women and the gardener symbolizes men. Title of the poem. A work of artifice is a suitable title for this poem. So when we see a bonsai tree and see this title, we feel that a bonsai tree is a work of art. But this word artifice has a negative meaning. It means a clever trick or a cunning strategy to deceive someone. Here the gardener represents men and the bonsai tree is the metaphor for women. Women are controlled by men and they are suppressed, and the men behave as if they are protecting women, but their potential is restricted. So this title is very apt for this poem. That's all about this poem. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. God bless.